The Mazda CX-9 is a bit of an afterthought in the SUV market, but we wanted to see if this redesigned 2016 model is worth looking at for your next family vehicle. So we put it through 4 months of genuine family living to see if it could handle the task. Our long-term test is over now, but before we let it go, here is what we learned. As promised by Mazda marketing, the CX-9 is a blast to drive. Sure, it's big and heavy, but it's also long and low and wide relative to others in this segment, so it really has a great stance, which benefits its driving dynamics. The 2.5-liter turbo has plenty of grunt to get it going, and it never seems short on power, even when we run it on regular grade fuel, which puts its horsepower at a modest 227, but torque stays at a healthy 310 pound-feet. In the entire 4 months we've had it, we haven't had a single complaint about the transmission, which is a 6-speed automatic and shifts smoothly and quickly. The only fault we could find with the powertrain is that it's a little coarse under heavy acceleration. This top-spec Mazda also has a selection of driving aids that make the drive safer and less stressful. Adaptive cruise control helps on the highway, but the Mazda system shuts off below 15 miles per hour, meaning you can't use it in stop-and-go rush hour traffic, which is when I would be most inclined to use the system. Steering and throttle are light and quick without being jumpy, which is important for a vehicle that will be mostly used for family duties. But it also has a sport mode that perks up throttle response and holds gears a bit longer. On our way up north for our annual camping trip, we found some roads that were straight out of a car commercial, where I had a great time pushing the CX-9. But to tell the truth, the CX-9 still had more to give. It's easily the best in the segment for driving manners, comfortable over the long haul, but surprisingly agile in the corners. Although we didn't reach the snowy season to give it a proper winter test, the all-wheel drive system kept the CX-9 secure and stable in any rain or rough terrain we encountered. However, the CX-9 has other assistance systems that are every bit as helpful as advertised. Blind spot warning flashes or buzzes when there's a car in one's blind spot. Lane keep assist gently steers the CX-9 back into its lane if you start to wander, but isn't overly intrusive. And rear cross traffic alert is hugely helpful when backing up out of a spot in a crowded lot or busy street. Another area in which the Mazda impressed was fuel consumption. After over 8,000 miles, we're still showing over 20 miles per gallon in a mix of short distance commuting, a few long road trips, and generally warm summer weather. In pure highway driving, we saw as good as 25 miles per gallon on one trip. Our towing test showed that the Mazda is not the best choice for those hauling loads over 3,000 pounds, as the CX-9 gets a little unsettled when towing that much. While interior space falls short of segment leaders like the Pilot and Explorer, 99% of the time, it's more than enough for day-to-day family life, and the 4 main seats are very comfortable, as is the ride, so it's a superb cruiser on long trips. We've gotten to know the CX-9 really well over the past few months, commuting every day, running the kids to their after-school activities, taking long road trips, and navigating the suburbs and the city in rain or shine, and it's thoroughly earned our respect. With modest cargo space, a few infotainment flaws, and some notable missing features, it doesn't blow the competition away on the spec sheet, but the CX-9 speaks to us as drivers, delivering impressive dynamics and efficiency for such a large SUV. There's no question in my mind that it has proven that it can meet a small family's needs. It may not ever dominate the sales charts, but the CX-9 is worth a closer look for families that want a stylish, all-purpose crossover.